Okay, here we are. We are going to do workout, yoga, tabata combo that is going to get our cardiovascular system up. And this class is actually in honor of my sister because she has a cranky knee right now. So I'm going to do lots of modifications. So if you have any cranky bits right now, this is for you. It's Christmas time. We need to keep our stress levels in check. So if you have a yoga mat, that would be great. If you don't, it's not super important. You can use some other um, blanket to lay on. Carpet is fine. I've got a couple yoga mats together because I like the little bit of extra thick. A blanket is pretty mandatory, so a nice comfy blanket. I'm going to put that down on our yoga mat. If you have a block, that'll be great to have. If you don't, you can always modify with, a cushion or another blanket. The wool blankets are great because they have not too much sinkiness. And then a couple of weights. So we're going to be doing many repetitions. The Tabata is, they're just 4 minutes long, and we'll only be doing 4 of them. And they get into that fast twitch muscle. So it's like working out for hours, what we're going to do today. But we'll do many repetitions, so you don't want a heavy weight. So I've got a 3 pound, so between 1 and 3 if you're used to using weights, maybe a 4 pound. Okay, so get your stuff together. Oh, and also a glass of water is good too, and a chair, most important, a nice sturdy chair that you can hold on to for some support. If you don't have weights, you can always use some household kitchen things, cans of food or a couple water bottles. But so you can pause this now and go and get the things that you need for our workout. It's just under 30 minutes, so not a very big commitment. And you'll get into some spots that you need to get into to stay limber. And so let's do this. So you pause it and get your stuff, and I'll get us ready. Okay, welcome back. So starting out, how is the body feeling? Let's just have a little check-in. Bring your feet down onto the ground, just look down at them, and just notice something, especially when we're dealing with knees that might be a bit cranky. We want to make sure the knees are tracking over the toes. So my feet are naturally, out to the sides. So when I do my yoga, I like to keep it so that the knees are tracking over the toes. When we do anything like squats or what have you, make sure you're not pushing the knees past the toes. We want to get the butt back and down. Okay? And so here we are with our feet on the ground. However that feels to you, not too close, so you've got a sturdy base. Bring your hands beside your body. And just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel yourself sinking down into the floor. We want to get a sense of being grounded down. And then through that grounding through the feet or our hands, we get a rebounding action that comes back in and gives us some nice lift. Okay, so one more breath. This time as we inhale long down into the belly, just bring the arms up and just give a stretch up, just with the palms facing each other. And then as you exhale, just stretch over to one side. Just notice how the ribs are feeling as you inhale, come back up to the top. And as you exhale, go over to the other side. So we'll just do that one more time. Really sink into the opposite foot as you go down. Feel the outer edge of the opposite foot rooting down into the ground. Okay, inhaling, lifting, deep breath right down into the belly, so nice and warm. And last time. And then when you exhale this time, just let the arms float down. We'll roll out the shoulders and just bend the knees a little bit here. This is where we're going to do an assessment of those knees. How are they doing? We've got the chair here, and we're going to use that to modify whenever we need to. We don't want to go to a place of pain at all, okay? And just bring the feet out a little bit wider. Again, the toes, this time pointing out to the sides a bit, and we'll just lean to the right and then the left, and make sure the breath is moving. Don't worry so much about when it is moving, just get it moving. So just sinking down, doing that assessment on the knees, how they're feeling. Okay, good. And then we'll bring the feet back in again, and let's just roll the hips around one way a couple of times. Again, we're just feeling, how is that, the hips feeling, how's the back? Okay, I know we can get super busy and just get a little bit detached from our body, but this is our temple, baby. We need to look after it. Okay, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And then this time as we inhale, we're just going to come down with a little bend, a little powerful pose, reaching the hands up. As we inhale, we'll stand up. As we exhale, we'll go back into that again. And just do this a couple more times, just with the breath. This is really good for just warming up easily the big muscles of the body. As soon as you start to work them, that'll warm you up. Okay, so shake that out again. And then we are going to use our first shred to warm up a little bit more. So it's 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, and we're going to do that 8 times. It goes by really fast. It's not a lot of rest, but that's how the work is done. Okay, so we're going to take our weights, and I'm just going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to have those feet so that they're proper alignment for your knees, and we're going to bend over, and then we're going to lift up. So then both hands come down, and then the opposite arm comes down. So again, the knees aren't going forward over the feet. The buttocks are going back, and the knees are staying traction back. Okay, so down. The first repetition we do, we'll do it a little bit slow, and we're only going to do 4 rounds of that. And then the next thing we're going to do is it's called flip the switch. So we're going to, one arm comes up and one arm goes back. So we're working the triceps and the shoulders, okay, the side waist. And again, how are your knees? If your knees are feeling cranky, you can even sit down and just do this kind of thing, okay? Sort of forward a little bit, so it's just working into the abs. And so the first round, we'll do it a little bit slower, so you just get the technique. That's important. The tabata is a little bit faster moving. That's what gets into the fast twitch muscles, but we don't want to sacrifice our form and looking after our body for the speed. Okay, so here we go. We are going to start in a few minutes. I mean, a few seconds. Okay, here we go. First shred. Down and up. Down, other arm up. Keep moving. If the knees are feeling a bit funny, just go a little bit lower. Okay, if even this is bothering the knees, then get on the chair. Almost there. Okay, 10 seconds rest. Let's roll out the shoulders. It goes by fast, and we're going to prepare and go again. Okay, down and up. Maybe you can go a little bit faster now. And we're breathing in and out. The back stays nice and solid. Okay? And again, don't go down too low. If you're feeling any sort of twinge in the low back, okay, rest. Move a little bit. We're ready to go again. Already the third one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Can you go a bit faster? Okay, just feel that out. Just 5 more seconds to go here on our third shred. Okay, roll the shoulders out. Maybe one hand down, the other to stretch in. Okay, fourth shred. In and out with the breath, nice and deep. Okay, and again, don't go too low. If you feel any kind of sensation that doesn't feel right, look after yourself. Almost there. Okay, so the next one, we're gonna flip the switch. We're gonna be going like this and just dipping down. Ready? Go. Now, make sure you don't put the hand up higher than shoulder height. We wanna look after those rotator cuffs. Push out to the back. Couple more seconds and we rest. Okay, nice one. Shake out the legs. And again, if you need to, sit down on that chair. You don't want to compromise anything. Set it up. Let's go. Okay, we're 3/4 of the way through our first shred. Breath moving in and out. The buttocks are tight. Okay? Push the buttocks forward each time. Nice. Roll out the shoulders a bit, maybe shake out the legs. Just the 10 seconds. And let's go. Okay. Flowing body. If the arms are feeling tired, you can bend the elbows a little bit. And don't bring them up as high. A little bit lower. Almost there. Okay. Whew. We are going into our number 8, last shred. I hope your heart rate is feeling up there. Let's go. Last one. Do it with me. Breathing. Legs are solid. Feet are rooted down into the ground. Lifting the chest. Open up the heart. Almost there. Woo! Okay, high five. We did our first shred. Nicely done. Put down those weights. And let's just roll out the hips again a little bit. Okay, and again, watch the knees. Other way. Let's lift, arm up and over the head, arching through the side body, the ribs. See if you can feel a bit of space. Push with that opposite hand into the hip, just to get a little more opening. And go the other way, pushing with the hand. Okay, feel the arm going right over the ear and opening up through the ribs so you can really create more space for breathing. Oxygen coming in and oxygenating all the cells. Okay, let's shake it out. Our next shred, use your chair. Okay, you can use it in a couple ways. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stepping back into a little bit of a lunge and then kicking forward. As we come back with the lunge, we pull the fist in and then lift up. Again, making sure this knee doesn't push forward and not out to the side. All right? And Again, it's how you are. Maybe you just come back a little bit, like just, you know, a couple of feet. And then maybe you just kick up the knee instead of the leg. So start with that, just with the knee coming up. All right, shake it out. If that is not happening for that knee of yours, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come onto the chair. You're gonna use a weight just so you got a little more stuff going on. And then keeping that one leg back, and they're tight. And then you'll go forward and pull it in, okay? Right? And then for the other side, you'll switch it around and do it the other way. But again, we're not gonna jeopardize that knee at all. And if you keep the body tight when you're on the chair, you'll be golden, okay? So are we ready to roll? Oh yeah, we are. Okay, so we're just gonna get into our little shred timer here. You can download one of these on your own. There's lots of different ones that you can download for free. So here we go. And again, looking after yourself. 4 rounds on each side. We're almost ready. At the start, just go back a little. Okay? And just bring the knee up. We're breathing. Go a little bit slow at the start. Again, you can just bring the knee up, or you can bring the foot up. Nice. Okay. If that was anything weird on that knee, get down on the chair. Second round on this side. And you can keep the arm lower if you need to protect the shoulder. You don't want to go up past here. Okay. The shoulder height is the highest. You're going to go. Okay. Shake it out. Maybe push that hip out a little bit. Shake it out, set up. And here we go. Maybe you can go a little bit faster now. Stay where it's comfortable for you. These are going to add up, so don't feel like you need to do more at the start. Almost there. Whew. I'm starting to warm up. I hope you are too. Okay, so this is the last one on this side. Step back just a little bit if you need to. And just bring your knee up if you need to. Maybe you don't even want to bring your hand up. So again, listen to your body. Almost there on this side. Super strengthening for the opposite hip. Oh yeah. It's where I need it, right there. Okay, we're going into the other side now. Okay. See how this is. How's this leg? Okay. It shouldn't be too bad on the knee if you don't go back too far. But if there's any kind of crankiness in that knee, then get down on the chair. It's not wimpy and it's still doing good, especially if you keep the muscles nice and tight. Okay, here we go. Oops, I'm doing it wrong there. Okay. Faster if you can. And if you have super good balance, maybe you don't need the chair. Whew. Keep moving a little bit, keep breathing. Almost there. Either knee up or foot up. Go back further if you can, if you've got that room to do it. Heart rate's climbing, I hope. Okay, we're going into our last one. And then all the other shreds are super easy. These are just the 2 hard ones to warm us up. Okay, wherever you're at, do it mindfully with breath moving in and out. Don't let the body flop. Woo! Okay, that was shred number 2. The 2 hardest ones, the rest of them are on the floor. So I hope you're doing good, and I hope you love it as much as I do. It's very effective for the body. Loving our shape, no matter what size it is. When it's healthy and it can move without pain, that's what we want. Okay, so just bring the feet out a little bit, and we're just gonna take the opposite shoulder over towards the opposite knee. And again, don't push the knees past the feet. Okay, so just move with your breath a little bit. If you can, if your knees are okay, widen the feet out and come down lower. Again, it doesn't matter how low you go. You want to look after yourself. Okay, just loosening out those shoulders a little bit, how we worked. Last time. Okay, and stand up. Okay, have a drink of water now. I'm just gonna move this camera down so we can get down on the floor. Make sure you've got your block and your water. And I'm just gonna move this. And hopefully it's where it needs to be. Okay, that should be good. Okay, we're down on the ground now. Whew, you have your drink of water. Hydration is key, so they say. I believe it. Let's take our beautiful little blankie and just have a little bit of just stretching and breathing here just for a couple moments before our next shred. Okay, inhale and lift up. Just hang on to your legs just in case, you don't want to be rounding like this. And this is what helps the knees when you have something underneath. Maybe you need to double it up again so the knees are more bent so you can sit easily. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, just lean forward a little bit. You can slide the hands down the legs if you want to. How does the low back feel here? We don't want to have any strain in the low back. Lift and lengthen up. Slide forward. Okay, and then this time bring the left hand behind you and the right hand goes on the leg high tuna. As you inhale, lift up the spine high and long, and then as you exhale, just twist and look around behind you. Take one breath here, the spine lengthening up with the inhale, and twisting, looking around with the eyes with the exhale. Okay, as you inhale deep, warm and wide down into the belly, come back to center, and then go the other side. Okay, let the inhale lengthen the spine long, like there's a string coming up the top of your head. Exhaling around. One more breath here like this. We're bringing out the organs, all the organs, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, and then as we come back around with that inhale, with that fresh breath, so does fresh blood and oxygen come into all those organs. So the twisting is not only good for creating space in here for more air, but also, for all the fascia, everything like that. Okay, so if you've got your block, you're going to bring it down, and we're going to lay right down, and we're going to just have the block there. The first part of the shred is bridge lifts. Okay, and again, this should be okay on your knees, provided that you don't have them too close, because this creates too much strain on the knees. We want to have the feet a little bit further away. Hey, get out of here. Just drinking my water. Okay, and then again, the head. In old yoga teaching, it used to be tuck the chin in and press the neck back down, but we want to have the natural curve here in the neck. Okay, so the back of the head is pressing down, the arms are down, and then we're just going to lift like that. Again, not creating any strain in here, rooting down in through the arms and the hands and the backs of the shoulders and the shoulder